Hi, this is Linz from Sweet Natured, and these are some of the mistakes we've made while on a cruise. As always, I'm joined by Mikey.
Hello.
Hello, who put the video together, and this is my first time watching, so let's have a look at some of the mistakes we've made.
Well, as you said in the intro, Linz, today we're looking at our cruise mistakes.
Yes.
And we've made more than one or two, but we tend not to make the same one more than once.
And hopefully you won't make any of our mistakes.
Hopefully not, certainly with our little guide here. The first one we're looking at is excursions.
Oh no.
Why do you say, oh no, like
Because
that?
I know exactly which one we're going to talk about.
Yeah. Now, normally, we do our research and check where it is that we're going and how long it's going to take to get there
Yes.
and everything else.
How long we're on the coach for.
Absolutely. Now, when you have a look at the bookings, either directly through the cruise company or through a third party, make sure to read the special notes. For instance, in that one, it says we'll take about an hour and a half
Is that what it said?
each way on the coach. On our particular one that we did with Virgin recently, it took us quite a lot longer than that.
Oh, it was forever.
We had about over 5 hours on the coach and only an hour on the actual excursion.
And then because of the length of time and there was a wine tasting, I didn't drink hardly any because I knew of the length of time with no loo on the bus to get back.
Yeah, that were a weird one. For a coach where you want it for that length to not have any sort of loo was quite a weird one. So make sure you do a little bit of research first. Find out where it is you're going. You can always put it into Google Maps like we just showed there.
We should have done that.
See how far it is and then make sure that it still works for you. Because for us, that particular excursion really didn't. It took up a huge chunk of our day.
It did, and we won't be doing it again. Oh,
Would you like to invite people to subscribe, Linz?
I would love to invite you to subscribe. Thank you, as always, if you already have done. Thank you.
And of course, you can follow us on all of the social media, including the new threads.
Ooh.
And if you'd like to support the channel even more, then please click the join button, have a look at the trailer that we've put on there, and see if you'd like to support us.
Thank you.
Next up, drinks packages.
Oh,
Now, it's easy to think of a drinks package and say, well, we just need to have so many drinks to
break even.
To break
I
even.
understand, yeah.
And for a lot of time, that's what we've done. Mm-hmm. Now, before you go on board, have a good look at what it says on the website for the cruise ship in terms of what you get value for money-wise, but also take a look at the cruise. So, for instance, on this one there, you can see there's a lot of people queuing up for it.
coolie.
A lot of people are queuing up. And that's because it was on that particular cruise, they'd give the drinks package away to virtually everyone.
Yes.
So therefore, it would take in 30 minutes at a time to get a drink.
Yeah.
You can also find as well that the drinks package that you get in doesn't include a lot of the drinks that you want.
That you like, exactly, yes.
And up until when we went on P&O Ventura,
Yeah.
we'd pretty much always bought a drinks package and not
Always.
really thought about it.
No.
We did the same when we went on Ventura. The problem was a huge amount of the drinks that we wanted weren't included. Therefore, if we wanted them, we had to pay more.
Yes.
And it wasn't that you just paid the difference.
No.
You paid the full amount less 20% discount, which made the whole thing kind of a bit pointless.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at cruise packages, make sure that not only is it good value for you that you're going to have enough drinks each day to warrant the expense,
Yeah.
but also that the drinks you want are included.
Yes.
Now, on certain cruise ships, such as P&O, you don't have to buy the drinks package until day 2,
No, that's true.
which gives you a chance to go on the first day, take a look at the menus and
Suss
make a
it out.
decision.
Yeah.
Next up, casinos.
Oh, no.
Now, we've made a particular expensive mistake on this. I say expensive, about $100.
But we only allocate ourselves
$100
yeah.
at the most for each cruise for sort of going into the casino or gambling.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get taken up in the whole thing
Yeah.
and not actually understand what you're doing.
Thinking you're James Bond.
Yeah. Now, we went in for the first time and thought, oh, playing craps looks good where you roll this
yes.
dice.
So glamorous. I can blow on the dice and everything.
And we'd seen it in so many films, and we thought, oh, that's easy. And that $100 lasted about 4 minutes.
Yeah, it was not good.
And then we didn't win anything.
We've never played again.
No.
But I was going to say, you can have lessons.
You can, absolutely. And that's really what this tip is about. That most of the cruise lines, if not all of them, are keen for you to go in the casino if they have them. and therefore offer free lessons.
Yes, normally when they're in port, isn't it? A time before they
It's
set
not.
off.
Yeah, it's normally when the casinos close normally.
Yes.
But if you're there in an evening and you're not sure what to do, you can ask the staff who are there, the croupiers, etc., and they will help
Give
you out
some
as much as they
guidance,
can.
a
They're not
steer.
going to give you lessons when everyone else is playing,
No.
but it means that you're not just going on there and guessing. And I think, ourselves included, people are maybe a little bit embarrassed to ask.
And also, you can see the slot machines there. They're just crazy.
Yeah, everything's much more complicated than sort of pulling a one-arm bandit.
And then
type
just getting
thing.
all the same thing.
It is. But don't be afraid to ask for help if you're in there, and definitely take a look at the lessons because they're free.
Yes.
And also, you can just watch people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next up, planning ahead for dinner versus weather.
Oh, I know. I do. I remember this night well.
Yeah. Now, you might think, well, what do you mean by that? Well, if you look at your itinerary before you go, and you can see, for instance, you're going across the Bay of Biscay in this particular one, then that should be popping up a warning in your head. Maybe I shouldn't book, like I did, to the most expensive specialty restaurant on board that day when you get in some rough weather.
Yeah, because you were lousy.
I was not good. And then what you shouldn't do if you're feeling lousy is order a big sharing platter and expect your wife to just eat that by herself,
No, which is what you did.
which is exactly what I did.
I mean, I took it for the team, but...
To be fair, you didn't finish it, but
Oh,
there was no way
goodness,
you
no.
were going to do.
No.
I didn't eat any of that,
No.
and they brought me some apple,
Yes.
which was very nice apple.
So what we've learned is do not book a speciality for day 2 when you know...
Well, it's not necessarily for day 2.
No, for
It's
any time.
Make sure you're having a look at your itinerary.
Yes.
If, for instance, you're going across the North Sea
Yeah.
or your mid-Atlantic, where it's more likely to be a little bit rough for that day,
Yeah.
then plan out your meals for the specialty dining, where you pay an extra for it.
Yes.
This is not like you're going into the main dining room where it's inclusive.
No, not at all.
You don't want to waste that money.
No.
And you don't want to, you might not better get in there again for the rest
No,
of the cruise.
exactly.
So just make sure that you're planning a little bit further ahead. Look at the itinerary, try and figure out where it's rough. If you're not sure, ask in groups like our Facebook group, and get experience, get
Yeah.
advice from people who've done that and had that experience.
Yes.
And that way you're not wasting sort of that speciality
No.
dining.
No, that time. I mean, it was very good.
I mean, you really enjoyed the
There's
steak.
your apple.
You had 3 types of steak. I had an apple, of which that was all that I actually ate.
I think you just put it on the fork and licked it and put it back down.
I think I did. And you really do want to better enjoy the specialty dining, because some of it is absolutely amazing on cruise ships these days.
That's the black and blue soup, isn't it?
That's in Crown Grill on Princess.
Oh,
It's one of the
nice.
best French onion soups at sea.
There is.
So you don't want to waste the
Oh,
opportunity of
no,
that.
definitely not. Definitely. Oh,
So, tip there, just plan ahead.
yes.
Next up, cabin locations.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, it's really easy to think that if I've got a balcony cabin, or in this particular example we're showing here, an XLC terrace, that they're all going to be the same.
No.
Obviously, the location's going to be different if you got it midship or aft or at the front,
Yeah.
but you expect it to be essentially the same.
Yes.
They're not.
No.
And this was the mistake that we made on our last cruise,
Yeah.
having been on Virgin twice before.
Thinking we know what we're going to get.
Absolutely, and we'd seen the sea terraces before, and we'd stayed in others. But what we never thought to do was look at a specific
No.
cabin.
No, because this is why we've now learnt.
We have, and it's very, very easy to do online. You can go on, there's like cruise deck plans, cabin mapper, etc. Lots of online websites where you can go and see the reviews that people have put of a room or the location.
Yeah.
Because we got on this one, and we had an obstructed balcony. You can see just through the other side that it's glass
Yeah.
on the balcony next to us, and they had the hammocks, whereas we had the birdcage chair and a solid
Bar
front,
stool.
and then bar stools as opposed to normal things.
And now mine turns round the right way for me, but yours never went that way,
Well,
did it?
it's slowly turning back the other way now,
Oh,
as you
yeah.
can
So
see.
you just kept facing the bedroom.
But you can just about see through there that it's glass at the other side of it.
Yeah.
And they've got the hammock,
Yeah.
whereas we didn't, and it wasn't something we were expecting.
No.
But had we have done the research on it,
Mm-hmm.
that information was out there.
Yeah.
Not easily available. It wasn't on Virgin's website, but you could still see it.
Yeah.
So if once you have decided on your cabin, just do a little bit of research before you either book it, or if you've got a guaranteed, just seeing what you see on there.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the video, Linz.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you, darling. Cheers. Oh.
Cheers.
Thank you for watching. Hope you've learned something and have a lovely day.